Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream on the channel. Welcome back everyone. Nice to see you tuning in, and good evening actually already. On this Thursday evening for me. Welcome everyone. Hey Anonymous, hey John, hey Sauron, hey Michal. Welcome Nutsush, hey Ominous. Yeah, welcome back. Nice to see you guys. I'm back after a pretty long while as well. A break after the summer season. I hope you can hear me very well. Hey Adam. I haven't been streaming for a while, so I hope the settings are saved. If something is wrong, just tell me in the chat. Welcome the deal as well. Yeah, the glushkis are there. We've had our glushkis for dinner already here. Hey Howie, and we are here to test the new update, which has recently come out. Yeah, I did see Howie, well done. And we are here to see what has changed, to see how the newly changed tanks perform in the tier 10 mainly. That's what we'll be focusing on, as it will be very important for the upcoming autumn season and the meta there. So expect some tier 10 gameplay, not a very long live stream, but a one so that we can keep in touch at least somehow. Subaru is about to arrive. He may be late though. Yeah, and we'll start with Heavies. I used to begin my raiding, will be playing raiding. I used to begin my raiding ball live streams with the Crown. And that's how we'll start this one as well. As the Crown has also been changed this update. The new avatar is very beautiful. It's superb, and I'm wearing it very proudly. Ed Wolf, welcome, nice to see you. Don't expect 100% gameplay right here, as I haven't been playing a lot as well. After the summer season finished at the end of July, I basically stopped playing the game. Needed a well-deserved break after winning the whole tournament with BPS. Hey Typhus, welcome. And well, with that avatar as well, highlight who I am as a player. So that my ego is satisfied as well. What's up? I'm enjoying my summer. Still some time to go till university starts. Had a break from Blitz, that's why I wasn't streaming as well. Was enjoying the weather mainly. Resting, cycling, learning new things, discovering new places, traveling. As much as the situation allowed. Playing different games as well, not only Blitz, mainly PC games. So well, there's been a lot of happening. And I'm already being targeted by the sun. And I think we're about to win the very first battle. Yeah, I'm just covered in sunshine. The very first battle of the live stream about to be won for sure. The Kron. It's been only the turret traverse that was nerfed. Didn't feel like it's been power grab. Definitely it's going to be a competitive tank. Not sure if it's going to be spammed like it was spammed during summer season, where whenever you needed a heavy you just would take a Kron. But it's still going to be used. However, while a raiding ball nor a random ball, especially a cherry-picked one ball, is well, not enough to be able to objectively tell, especially how it will perform in Clan Wars. Hey, Skajik, welcome. Girls. Well. Girls are temporary. Blitz is eternal. Hey, DQ, nice to see you. Welcome, Sako. BPS is not a tester clan indeed. It's too new. If BPS was to be a tester clan, I think the main clan would be mainly testing. The yacht hasn't been changed, but we can still play it to see how it works out. No, I haven't been testing recently. The last time I was testing vehicles was when I was in Endgame, I think. But I didn't test much, I wasn't playing the game actively back then during spring season. But I was testing a lot of vehicles last year in Legion. Hello, Leo. But Rada is satisfied now. He's content with the current state of the 60TP. Yeah, streaming after a pretty long break. Checking the recent changes in tier 10 tanks that were announced in 8.2 update. Cat girl stream. I mean, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes if you're not a well, subscriber or a very loyal member. Hey, the Odyssey, welcome. Okay, well, already is you dying. Nice. Well, the same faith, I guess. Not really able to push as they have, well, they have a TD in the back as well, not only the match here. Could just try to peek like a human being over the ridge. The FV is there, but there's still one more in the back. No, I think he hit me. When I peeked. Well, we have a Progetto in the back. I don't know how he lost his HP camping in the back. To wait for the reload. Mouse feels the same to you. We'll see. It's been only the HP reduced on the mouse, I believe. I mean, for randoms, having 100 less HP or 150 less HP is not a thing, but for Clan Wars it may will make a small difference that could potentially decide about the outcome of a particular battle. Yeah, that's the V that hit me. Definitely. But I haven't seen Petarda yet in the chat at least. He's very active in my Discord server though, which you can join after typing !Discord in the chat if you don't have it in your Discord server lists yet. It's pretty active, and you can ask me, well, any burning questions you have. I'm active there as well, able to respond way more often than during live streams when I don't stream regularly. A medium, yeah, well, I feel like it's the beginning of maybe not a medium meta yet, but it's definitely the beginning of a change in how certain maps will be played in Clan Wars, at least on EU. Let's check the mouse. It's been only the HP removed. We will definitely try the 263 as well. I already heard that it's a monster now. Hey Stain, hey GP, welcome guys. Oh, that's the new map as well, I haven't played on it yet. Where are we going? Bases are so close to each other, reminds me of Yukon. Hey Kindic as well, nice to see you. I wonder where to go. I guess I should just stick to where my teammates are going, but I think they're just following me, hoping that I know how to play this map. That's not the case, definitely. Can I go inside here? I don't think so. E5 is definitely dying. No way a tank with, well, 9.4 seconds reload, I think. And with a nerfed speed boost is going to do something. We didn't see the E5 anymore last season. It was just single E5 somewhere there trying to pretend that they're useful. But, well, the more E5s you took, the worse the result was. I don't feel like I'm useful here. Okay, maybe we can peek like this. Well, there's some hold-on positions there, right there, like on Faust. Which we don't have. That's definitely a problem right now. You can even drive through lava. Well, maybe if I'm the decoy, our teammates can do something. The waffle on the back is a problem for sure. Nobody takes care of him, but the convoy is about to die. Maybe with my little help. This can still be reversed. If only I hadn't been set on fire. But I can still do it for sure. If the E3 survives a little longer. Hey, even welcome. Still a free, but HP wise not looking that well, especially that they have 3 tier 10 tanks still alive. The AV4202 is insanely powerful, but together with the E50M's buff in the very same update, I feel like the E50M is just the perfect counter for the AV. That's why we may not be able to see that many AVs in Clan Wars, because they can be easily countered just by a pair of E50Ms that you cannot really hash reliably. Well, our mouse stunt was quite helpful, but was not enough to change the outcome of the battle. The E5 will be very bad, but let's see how it performs in reality. Content creators did get their own avatars. I do have it as well. Hello Netverse, welcome. Content creators got the orange microphone avatar. But well, pro avatar above all other avatars all day, every day. Well, personalized like YouTube avatars for content creators would be cool, indeed. But, well, imagine how many new avatars that would add to the game. There's so many YouTubers, and not even YouTubers, but other content creators for Blitz on EU, let alone on other servers. And the avatar, well, thingy would just get flooded. And people would be confused. The reload is super long. Look, he shot me twice, I'm still reloading. 9.4 reload, and that's without calibrated shells, I think. So, well, at least 10 with calibrated shells. You wouldn't be using calibrated shells on any 5 anyways, but this is not the tank you want, especially if you can take a Kran or Yoch that can shoot either 2 or 3 times, and you'll be maybe able to shoot once every 9 or 10 seconds for 400. See the speed boost? Doesn't feel that bad. Well, it's not nitro anymore, but it's still a significant speed improvement. 1.5B, well, seems pretty weak indeed as well on paper. We'll try it out as well to see how it really works. I mean, so far we've been able to win battles with the weakest tanks that have been massively nerfed this update, and we lost with the tanks that were buffed, so... But it's just, you know, performance in the raiding battle as well. It's, the sample is not big enough. You may be just unlucky with your teammates. And the opinion can be misjudged. Yeah, it seems like the E5 battle is won. Didn't feel that weak, however, well, I wasn't being rushed by any tank. We were just shooting whoever peaked. And you could definitely feel, I could definitely feel the not so short reload. Opinions on new tour avatars? They are original. I'm wearing them. I don't think that's obviously, well, it's just a matter of liking. But that's not something we should be focusing our attention to, because there are more problems that should be solved in this game, especially in the tournament's sphere. 215B after the nerf. We're about to find out. I haven't played it yet, but I'm about to. Kran has the... That's the thing. Kran used the speed boost all the time, and it was already slow and with the speed boost being nerfed. That's the most significant nerf. It's not the direct traverse speed nerf indeed that's making the vehicle power grab, but the speed boost as well. Yeah, well, why would you take any 5, especially if you has the same DPM, a clip, more burst damage, better intra-clip, track potential, armor potential. Hey, Angie, thank you. Yeah, let's go with the Heavy. Yeah, the Heavy doesn't have the speed boost now as well. I don't think I should use it even. Let's go like this. Clanwer. Hey, Blitz, Blast, welcome. The win rate sitting, the new one. So far, from what I've read, basically when you were registering a team for a tournament and Blitz, every team after registering had their weight, their win rate, that the formula used to seed your team accordingly. And that weight before was calculated just from the absolute win rate. So just a number of win rate you had. And the best 7 win rates were added up and divided by 7 basically, and that was your team's win rate that the formula took into consideration. Now that's not going to be the case, because it's the win rate on tier 10 tanks, when we were talking about tier 10 tournaments, that is taken into account, provided you have at least 1,000 battles played on tier 10s on your account. So let's say I have 81% win rate on my account overall, but well, I do have more than 1,000 battles on tier 10s, and my win rate on tier 10s overall is 77. So my weight will be 77, and then you will add up 6 other weights of your teammates, and you will divide it by 7, because there's 7 of you, and that will be your team's weight. And then when we have strongest, weakest seeding, when you have, let's say, 70% weight, your team has 70% weight, you will find teams that have 40% weight or 30%. And that, in my opinion, solves already a lot of problems that occurred, which were... It solves a few loopholes that were very easy to abuse. But it's still not a perfect solution, but in my opinion it's good enough to make the autumn season a decent season to play, in order not to make it mean like summer season. So I'm very happy with that change as well. Oh no. Yeah, right.
We've damaged them.
Hello.
We've had it. Everybody out.
Maybe. Well, on tier 10 tanks, the thing is, tier 10 premium tanks are weaker than their Leg 3 counterparts. That's why I'm not worried about the premium tanks becoming meta. Rerolling is worse unless your whole team rerolls, and you need to play at least 1,000 battles on tier 10s on your reroll with very decent stats. And that's already discouraging for many to create new accounts, And it's also discouraging for many to play the 1000 balls on their already made rerolls because their stats will drop. That's why they didn't play more balls. And rerolls was one of the problems the previous seeding struggled with. Hey Subaru, nice to see you. Welcome. Glad you arrived. Hey Belef. IS4 as well, we'll play IS4 as well. The IS4 got impacted as well. Yeah, well, the best 7 win rates is not changed. Before, even though the team could consist of up to 10 players, still only the best 7 were taken into account. Well, there is the scenario where you can have less than 1000 balls on tier 10, then you will be penalized for that with your weight will be lower. But I think that's the case for tournament players, because if you're a new player, you shouldn't expect to play the biggest pro tournaments straight away. So like the penalty issue, I don't see any issue with the penalty there. It's just to prevent rerolls. That's very good. Hey Lincoln, I'm great. I'm great as usual, back with the last stream after a pretty long while off a break from Blitz. New update came out, so we are testing how the heavies now are performing. We'll see other tanks as well. Playing ratings though, so I'm as well playing the vehicles one by one, so it may not be the most objective review. But well, we're trying to see more or less how the vehicles are going to perform in the nearest future. Potentially in tournaments as well, not on season. Which is still ahead of us. It's about to kick off in around a month. And by then the 8.3 update will kick in, and well, in the middle of autumn season we'll have another update, probably messing up the meta, messing up the tier 10s again, so well, there's still nothing we can really be sure about yet. Okay, the IS-4's HP has been lowered, that's what I can already tell. But the gun handling feels very the same. Dart traverse may be a bit slower, but it was already a turtle anyways. But it still feels very good. Better than the E5, I have to tell you. Definitely way more comfortable. Even when I'm circled by so many tanks. Hey Adam, yeah, I do remember you, my favorite platoon mate. No way. No way, Spark. What the actual fuck? Thank you so much, Sabar. No way. Thank you so much. I'm just getting demolished. Oh wow. getting covered with sunshine again. Thanks a lot. Greatly, greatly appreciate it, Subaru. Yeah, well, the sun is about to set soon, so you'll be able to see me. Not so bright. Yeah, I'm about to get sunburned, imagine. I'm really prone to sunburns. Well, obviously I'm very pale as a pole. But individually I'm very prone to sunburns as well. Yeah, well, you look glamorous. Thanks a lot. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say now. I'm currently living in Germany, but I'm Polish. Has there been any other tanks that were changed? From Heavies, at least? I don't think so. Wait a sec.
Let's go!
Hello, hello. Yeah, I hope it's working now. We'll try the meds now. Baron is definitely the tank I'm looking forward to playing after the change. Okay, very aggressively straight away with the yaw. We can try to support him. Why not? We have the DPM now. Unless we'll just get farmed by the waffle. Easy. Push the leopard off the hill. Now we have the C control. Hey waffle. How is the Vickers and the leopard still alive? That's the question. I have 6.0 reload. Well, that's something that makes the button superior over the STB for sure. That's something the button has been waiting for ages for. Button has been waiting 7 years for that. Imagine. Now there's definitely a reason to take a button over STB. Not only in a random battle. There's just some damage farming machine like a 1-to-1. Feels like at least. Okay. the driving license yet. You can clearly tell. And the troll bounces from the button as well. That's something that makes the button better than the STB additionally. The troll trucks.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
You don't even care about the Cupola anymore.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, this is a tank that is very enjoyable for sure. This is a tank that will get abused, I feel like. Need to keep up with the chat. Thanks, Elsinore again. The microphone is working. Hey, AMP. Hey, I know I don't speak Czech. I can't understand Czech either. Well, some words are very similar, but some are very different. I can understand spoken Czech for sure. Maybe a few words out of written Czech. Yeah, even Leopard is 5.7. Now we want to see the A50M that is right next to it. Very, well, reliable tanks. After this update, as I heard, we'll see. We'll see if it's as reliable as the button. Yeah, and I can understand 2 out of 4 words that you wrote. Or maybe, have you said that I'm playing very well today? This is some big brain analysis. Yeah, well, I was able to understand after big braining for some time. But that's the words sound very different, not even talking about the spelling. The pronunciation is different as well. 5.7 with adrenaline here. On the 50M. Finally, the mets that struggled with the DPM have been rewarded. Especially in the current heavy meta. That you couldn't really do much with like a 7-second reload. Against heavies that reloaded 8 or 9 seconds and had 1000 more HP. The TVP is gaming. I'm trying as well, but failing and pretending. So we're pressing so hard. They have to stay in the river. They have like 10% of the map stuck in one corner with all the tanks. that the T-22 eventually gave up. Yeah, well, they did troll indeed. Not having any good positions to crossfire us from. Very bad positioning. 6.8. Not sure if I'm using rammer. No idea. I think I am. Hello F, by the way. I'm using calibrated shells, so with rammer you have 6.3 even. We can try 50M with rammer maybe. Not sure why I had the shells. The meta has changed, but I don't really know what the first... the autumn meta was changed. Okay. Yeah, well, I can understand a few words. But that's from written Czech. And if it was pronounced, if it was spoken, especially with some accents, there's no way. In BPS we have some Czech players, and when they are talking Czech, it doesn't sound similar to Polish at all. Hello, hello Aces, welcome. Good night. So fast as well. Let's go, we're a heavy tank. Or maybe if I'm not glued to the yacht. Let's see. About to get nuked. Yeah, well, whoever peaks will get nuked. We need to somehow catch the STB. So I need to go a bit further. So I don't end up face-hacking the mouse. So that we don't make the same mistake the FV did. Well, alone I cannot do much. I can try to farm the mouse, but it will lose so much time trying to deal with him that they may eventually flank us. The heavies just need to farm them. What are you waiting for? Okay. They bounce. That's not that bad. Yeah, well, with the rammer you can actually feel the DPM. With calibrated shells you only feel the DPM while using adrenaline. Doesn't change the fact that our teammates are dying left and right. They're already in the sea base dead. STB still farming. Oh, the FTB actually here. Target to focus on. But we need more space. And we don't have the space now after all our teammates are dead. But you could really feel the DPM of the E50M finally with rammer indeed. That was a good change. Suitless. How do you say autumn in Polish? Jesień. So that's completely different. Hey Abraham. Make sure to like the live stream, I haven't mentioned that in a while. If you haven't done yet, indeed. Well, this team was not the best. We all went together, surprisingly. But it didn't work out. Now the AV, I have calibrated shells on the AV. Not sure if it's a good choice actually. Because, well, I use the hash gun. Let's try it with calibrated shells first. Because I feel like on this medium it can actually make a difference. Because you may sacrifice the reload for the increased alpha.
Move out.
And they have more mats if they come with the Heavies as well. But it's so fast, just even faster than the E50M. But the reload 6.9. Okay, they're advancing, that means that the Heavies are coming as well. They're definitely not alone here.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yes, they are, exactly. And if our Heavies keep camping somewhere, we'll be in trouble.
Enemy armor destroyed.
Just have to somehow cope with that alone, single-handedly. Not doing too bad though, at the beginning.
We've damaged them.
Let's use the hashes for once.
Enemy armor is hit.
Just need to drop down so that the Heavies from the bridge cannot crossfire. And spam the hashes.
Penetration. We're immobilized.
Maybe not like this. Pretending we know how to play mats. Not losing too many HP. It seems like the seaside has been won. He's still waiting there. Oh, there's a Conqueror on the left bridge still. I'm trying to see him. So 7 could be in trouble.
Enemy armor is hit.
The 1-1 will help.
We've
Yeah,
damaged
that's the
them.
hash you want to see over 400 nearly every single shot. Doesn't matter that the reload is nearly 7 seconds long when you have such alpha.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
This tank is, at least to me, it feels as enjoyable as the bottom now. It's not power crap with the terrible mobility
We've damaged them.
that it got before.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was a really good game. Very fast, yeah. Just like our meds, faster than the Russian meds. And that can make a difference. Because now that's the thing. Now you can choose whether you need mobility or DPM or armor or everything combined. Yeah, that's why such changes make the meta more diversified. There was only like 2 or 3 tanks you chose for a tournament game for a reason, because all other tanks were significantly worse. You should have a choice. Either whether you want mobility or DPM, you choose a different tank. There shouldn't be just tanks which have everything. Mobility, armor, DPM, alpha, because they will be the only tanks played and they'll be never replaced. Okay, that's all the mats, I guess, that were changed, but we can try the Progetto to see how it performs. Yeah, they've had everything, now it no longer has such versatility. Still has the hull down potential. The front armor profile makes it reliable tank, but with not so much DPM, it's not going to be taken on every map. You still have the shield, so even though well the sides are weak, you can capitalize for that. The Chinese lunchbox as well. Yeah, we are going to come to TDs as well. We've played Heavy so far. Now that's the last med we are going to test, and then we are jumping into TDs, the most interesting tank type for me.
Enemy is hit.
We'll play the 263 for sure. We'll play the E3, E4. There's so many changes to the TDs actually. The lounge box and the 268 as well, which hasn't been changed yet, but we'll see how it performs
Enemy vehicle knocked out.
against the others.
We've hit them hard.
268 doesn't need a buff. It's the
They're knocked out.
proper driver, and then you can do everything. Yeah, we'll play the WZ, don't worry.
Enemy is hit.
Judo is still quite enjoyable. We are patient, can wait. I'm again so light.
Enemy armor is damaged.
And that's just a steamroll of the mats. Whether in tournaments, whether 268 will be used or not depends on how the 263s will be used. Because when you can take 263s that can take out an entire flank, why would you take a 268? And if the 263 can additionally halt, then like there's no room for the 268 anymore. If the 263 can be so versatile, but that's the thing. It shouldn't be like this. It should be if you need something quite armor for quick rushes, you take the 263, and for holding, you take the 268. But well, from what I heard, the 263 can just do anything. And we are about to find out. Or the launch book first. It doesn't have the speed boost, but it does have the shield. In the meantime, we calibrated at 3.4. Buffing, winning 5 out of 10, playing mainly heavies. Okay, that's not such a bad map for trading with the TDs. We are about to use the magical bush. I haven't used it for a while. Make sure to like the live stream indeed. We have more than 30 likes already. Hey Auntie, nice to see you.
进攻时间到。
Okay, the traverse is definitely better. Traverse is like 268, if not better even. Hey Heavies, welcome. Nice to see you. Oh, see, there's a map spot and I can quickly turn and maybe even land a snapshot on him. That was never possible before on the WZ. That's why you take a 268 instead. Well, the armor is terrible here, but you have the shield. Yeah, the tank's very big. It's just a brick. It's going to kill the E50. Because the heavies won't push yet. But to kill the E50 we need to cross completely. And there is not only the E50 there, flank. And if I cross it alone, the Pursuit will just clip me. Because our teammates won't follow, they're too low. They're scared. Okay. Maybe the T-57 could help. This is just looking terrible now. Now we just need to push the E50 together. MasterCard, you're low. We just need to go. The right side seems demolished. Well, the VK in the back doesn't help. Doesn't help for sure. Neither did our teammates. Yeah, let's try the 263. 263 is the tank I'm definitely looking forward to the most. Out of all the buffed ones, as this is the tier 10 tank. I have, well, now more than 100 battles. And just 0.01% away from having 90% displayed on it. On the tier 10 Turtless TED before the nerf, played before the change, before the buff. One of my favorite TEDs for randoms. Well, definitely now we'll have to take care of it and get 90% back. Because after having 100 balls, had 90% in it. But then I wanted more and more, and well, my greedy soul ended up having 89 or 88 even. Rushing with the mats. Turning like crazy. Way better than the WZ, and the WZ was turning very fast already. Did he just run away? Is the 263 that scary? Okay, well, they're just all waiting at spawn. There's no reason to push. There's no reason for me to push them. I can somehow relocate towards the metal, maybe to get some crossfires. They're just hiding at spawn. They ran away to hide at spawn. Imagine. Yeah, well, the frontal armor of the 263 is the thing now. But, well, the sides are so big, and whenever you expose them, you'll get buttered. Our teammates are trying. There's nothing I can really do. E50, I'm just suicided. So far I still feel like the 263 is not so versatile. I really have to drive around to find proper positions for this vehicle. I wouldn't have that problem with the 268. can play anywhere comfortably and reliably. No. Well, when farming, this is just a monster. But to farm, you need good positions. Where's Dave? Oh, he was full HP, Dave ATM somewhere. The Crown is still full HP, but he's scared. Okay. Okay, well maybe if I was not wooden, I would have had a chance. He's still low rolling. Wonder if he can pen me in face. I have my adrenaline soon ready. Okay. If the Crown can survive, I can still maybe do something to this guy. I don't think he can kill me. Of course. Ah. Oh, this will be a pain. Yeah, try to submit. But dice for couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. We got a point. We got rewarded for our effort. Well. But this vehicle is really good indeed. Even has a legendary camouflage now. Cool. I'm not a collector, so I'll say no, I guess. Let's check the E3. The E3 has been nerfed, I think. And again, this shitty map. I don't know where to go. I'll just follow the teammates. Hope they don't know. Hey, Atil. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Stonks. We got a point. Worth it. Progressing road to diamond. History being written. I was the elephant in that circus. Just getting circled from left and right, getting lured. It was not nuts. Oh no, the teammates went there. This map to me feels like a few maps combined. This corner feels like Faust. The whole factory thing looks like Yukon to me. Judging, obviously talking about the structure of like the places where you can go and how you can trade. And then probably the other corner of the map looks like something else. Can I run over these doors? I can't. There is a factory map as well on PC War of Tanks, if I'm not mistaken. Could look similar to it as well. But I haven't played there for a while, so can't really tell. Hi. Oh no, I don't think I can turn my thing. I'll just have to shoot the Hori. Oh, they're not really bothering. Maybe. The Cupola has been nerfed, but he still can't hit it even. I have no problems with hitting with Hori. So far the E3 is rock solid. Let's see how it can perform against T57 going in. Not even using the blue thing. Okay, well, the armor seems pretty fine. The armor seems pretty fine. I mean, well, playing against differently abled players there. Have to take it into consideration. But, well, not bad. If you hadn't peeked, you would be alive. Wanted to be greedy for damage, but well. We need to check the 268 as well. We will, don't worry. And again, it's a 2 versus 3. Now I have more HP. If we can kill the T57, that's an easy clap. Right here. I'll even guard him. Oh no. Oh no, that's an easy lose. If only I had bent. Chieftain is making a massive mistake. Are you kidding? Wait to rob him. Let's go. Oh my god. I want to use the 80% skills. 10,000 games in TEDs. Using the Gorilla's cover. This guy is panicking already, we have the points. Using the Gorilla's cover. Ram. This is just a circus, I don't need to do anything. Ramming. That's a nice. And that's over 50 points gained. Well, so that's a compensation for the previous battle. Outplaying them, pure skill. Shown right here, 81% gameplay. Outplaying them, insane aim. Not my aim, I don't think I would have been able to win it. We got it. It doesn't matter how. .268 now. Let's see how 268 performs. It hasn't been changed at all. Hey Mentalium. Welcome. Thanks a lot for becoming a member. Welcome to the Silk Labor gang. Hey Krishik as well. Where am I even going? What am I trying to do? I'm camping. I've driven too much, I'm tired. After spinning in the E3 and pushing in the 263, we need some Dune and Cho. Speed boost on 268, yeah, that's my original set of consumables. if you don't understand it, it means you shouldn't play TDs. Oh wow, maybe I shouldn't either. Welcome back, Mandarium. Prioritizing meds. They're the biggest threat when you're playing a TD, especially turretless. Because remember, they may not always want to ram you, like they did in the previous battle. Hey NetForce, am I planning to stream regularly? It's a tricky question, because the summer season has been really packed. The schedule was really busy, and it was very tiring. Even though it was a successful season that we won with VPS, the season was exhausting, and I'm enjoying my break from Blitz. I was. But that meant that, well, I gathered up the will to make a live stream playing Blitz, and so far it's been really enjoyable. So I'll definitely be streaming from time to time, though. I won't be streaming every day like I did last summer. It's already halfway through August, and September is coming, and then, well, September is the last month that I would have so much free time, because afterwards I'll be starting my university year 1. So I'm not sure how I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to have so much time to especially play autumn season that will start in the middle of September. Study, stream regularly, play on my own, and have even free time for myself. So I'll see what I can do. I'll try my best, because, well, I wouldn't like to just completely abandon the channel and the viewers and the community that has been built. But at the same time, well, a new chapter has a certain chapter has closed and a new chapter has been created, and, well, there are important things than YouTube and Blitz at times as well. So we'll see if we can combine both, and how we can combine it and come up with some solution satisfying both me and the community. I never had a schedule while streaming, but, well, I understand that seeing live stream every 3 weeks as well as not something pleasant. I'm still not sure if the studies will be fully online or just partially online. Time will tell, and it will also, on that mainly, it will depend my amount of free time. Because I'll be moving out to a bigger city, and then you have to consider commuting, attending the lectures, then studying, then basically doing all the things you need to do. And then once everything's sorted out and maybe you have some free time and I want to play Blitz, then I could stream. Hey Tony. But as you can see, well, the TDs, we may not have the best time playing Heavies. We maybe sucked a big one while playing Mets, but once we jumped into the TDs, 4.7, 4.2, 4.1, the answer is obvious. Subaru, I wish. Well, I don't think I'll have more time, because so far I had all the time in the world I wanted. It's very well. We'll talk behind the scenes. You already have only mods. Let's try the grill. On the rail. The rail for a well, not I'm not studying at Oxford nor at Cambridge. But I got into a decent university as well. As for Poland. Pretty ambitious faculty as well, that's why I think it will require me to actually bother for once. Because I never bothered at school. Always had the best grades, but I never bothered. I don't think it's possible to just spend years at university like this. Also, but now you have well, you have years of content now provided. I don't think I'll have time to study. Hey Sharon. Yeah, the E5 has been nerfed significantly. But well, we saw so much E5s last year, this year, that it's not a problem. I think new tanks will replace it. And that's the thing as well, the meta has to change from time to time because it would be boring to have like a perfectly equilibrated meta with all the tanks being perfect. Oh no. Avoiding destiny. Hey Hickson. What subject am I going to study? I'm going to study electronics and telecommunication. So there'll be a lot of maths. And physics. Physics is not something I'm happy with. That should be cool. And we win another game in TDs. 1 and 3 can replace him? No, 1 and 3 is not going to replace anything. It's just going to be the Yoch meta maintained, with addition to more mets. I think E5s will be just replaced by some mets on certain maps. And if not by mets, then with some IS4s. If not grants. Well, if European tanks were supposed to receive their own language, what language would it be? There is plenty of languages that the European citizens speak, don't you think? Should they speak Esperanto or what? I don't see Chieftain like having any impact on tournaments. No way. It's too weak. No. Yoch for sure stays. And if Yoch stays, that means that's the main heavy, so you'll have a lot of clippers still. And that is a threat for the Mets, which have been buffed but not as significantly, to be able to completely shuffle the meta. They'll just appear from time to time. Doesn't mean it will be constantly 7 Mets like it was 4 years ago. Whether Kran will stay or not, that's still a question for me. I don't know, we'll have to see. Because I feel like it won't be just crossed out completely, but it won't be used everywhere. Because before, whenever you just needed a heavy, you took a Kran because it was the most versatile tank. And that's why it was quite good while paired with a Yoch. The speed boost nerf is quite significant though. It's like the turret traverse, okay, well. When you clip the tank, you didn't move the turret anyways. That much. We'll for sure see some TDs as well, so the crowns may get replaced with some single or double TDs depending on their mission and the map. And we haven't seen any TDs in summer season. Well, you saw my 3 maybe on Vineyards a few times. That's the only TD I saw. Maybe Jones using 6.8 on Rockfield once as well. And that was all TDs we saw across a month of everyday gameplay, basically. So some TDs will for sure appear. I feel like the E5 will not get replaced by other heavies, but with other tank types. And that's something that's how the meta should change. That's a good replacement. Making it more diversified, adding in more tank types. Meaning there could be more ideas presented on the battlefields. Just playing resolute with the lunchbox. I don't know what this game is. They're all camping in the back. They're camping as well. Yeah, the Crown's mobility, the bandit, like Crown's mobility was. Oh, yeah, of course, on the move with hash. Oh, the lunchbox is a piece of concrete. I don't think so. But like the Crown's mobility was temporary. The Crown had mobility for like 30 for some time when you had the speed boost, and that was enough just to run away or just to relocate or just to push whenever it was necessary. You didn't need the constant mobility. You were sitting, hold down, chilling, watching YouTube, and when the enemy peaked, you just shot him. And when you had to rush, you activated speed boost and pushed. And now, well, and even with the speed boost, I was playing the Crown all the time during summer season. I was very often like a few seconds late to the actual fight, and with the speed boost being nerfed, that could be another few seconds, which could actually make the Crown not so powerful. We'll see. Well, we need trainings. There's still a month to go before the season starts. Obviously, we'll have some trainings beforehand, if there are teams willing to train against us. If not, we'll just see it in practice in the actual qualifiers, and there'll be so many, I believe, that we'll be hopefully able to find out the proper meta before the playoffs. Same when the Yoch was at it. We spent the whole June figuring out the meta. Other teams got used to and figure out the meta earlier than us. That's why, for example, in the Blitz Premier Cup we played, we didn't perform as good as other teams. But then with time we first of all figured it out, understood it, and adjusted to it so that we eventually won summer season. So it's just a matter of time for a certain team to get used to it. I still like the i7 and the 260 better when it comes to heavies with good mobility, but well, you don't need such tanks in Clan Wars, at least in the current meta. You had Day 5 before, that was a heavy, you could say. Okay, so we've been live for an hour and a half already. I think that's enough. We'll play one more ball. We'll play one more ball so that we can maybe get 60% this live stream of Raiding Ball 8.2 review, and we'll be finishing. It's 8:30. Yeah, let's go. What should we play? A TD. I've been playing real well with the TDs today. And we haven't tried the E4 yet, so let's go with the E4, the final ball. I don't like the E6 to be honest. I'll just go with the E5, even the nerfed one. So we'll go with the E4 to sum up the live stream after a pretty long break. And we'll enjoy the evening. Goodbye, Wolf. The E4 has been buffed. You can already feel it. The turret at least moves like a human being. Yeah, hopefully not so long next time, indeed. Time will tell. Well, still I have a lot of free time, but it's just up to whether I want to devote my free time to Blitz. If I do, then there's definitely going to be a stream. And as well, soon we'll have to start playing more and more. At least a tiny bit. Oh my god. In order to be in proper shape for autumn season next year, so well, you'll definitely see me prepare. I'm playing some randoms, some ratings now. It's the best way to do it. I just hope the... oh no, I just hope the Heavy doesn't smash me again. Hey Capsule, welcome. Nice to see you. That's the last battle of the live stream though, so I'm finishing soon. Hey Pete as well. Nice to see you tuning in. Okay. Oh no, that's 2 survived, so... The E4 is definitely... I don't know what they did, but it's... like all the TDs now feel like actual tanks. They're not just tank models, they're actually dealing damage. They are able to deliver damage. Feels good, man. Farming damage like crazy. Like I think I have like 4k average damage only on the TDs I played today. It's crazy. I'm not even doing anything significant. Just literal gameplay while with commentary. And that's the last battle, which will be on. I think it will make the session 60%. It did 61% in total after playing 18 rating games. Sick games with the TEDs, I have to say. Overall, over 3k average damage, very well. Yeah, we had decent games. 5 wins in a row at the end, only with TEDs. So we calibrated 3.4, we are nearly at 3.7 over 3.6.5. And that's it for the live stream. The live stream after a pretty long break. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Thanks a lot, Subaru, once again. Well, I have no words, simply. You know how grateful I am. I'm very grateful, and see you next time, hopefully not so long next time I'm streaming. Stay tuned, make sure to like the live stream, and subscribe to the channel to be notified whenever I'm live. Join my Discord server if you haven't yet. The invitation link is in the chat. And yeah, well, goodbye, good night, enjoy the rest of your day. And Kenny outro, of course.